Since 1885, cowgirls like Annie Oakley, Calamity Jane, and Lucille Mulhall have wrote themselves into history books while wearing cowboy boots. Join us as we share the tales of today's most influential cowgirls and provide a glimpse of what it's like to walk in her boots.
I'm Jackie Crawford. I live in Stephenville, Texas, and I am a professional roper. I absolutely love anything to do with horses. I think that any type of horse training is kind of like a puzzle, and you're constantly trying to piece it together. With that being said, doing that and roping, I love the Western lifestyle and where roping derived from and what it was used for in the past. And I just love that the sport of it. I love the competition of it. And so being able to place all the pieces together of the horse training, not just the training, but there's always an element of training. Even when a horse is completely finished, you're still always training and putting pieces together, even at that stage. And so being able to have a relationship with the horse day in and day out and be competitive yourself in kind of an athletic event it just every single day, it's like there's something new and something to work towards. What I love about being a cowgirl is every time you say cowgirl, I think back to the past. I think of, strong values, strong work ethic, hard-headedness, you know what I mean? Like a never give up attitude. And I think that being a cowgirl just embodies all of those things. And I love being a part of that. There's obvious goals. We all do this trying to win the world in some association, way, shape, or form. I don't set like monetary goals. It's more like things that I can look back on and say, that was an amazing experience or whatever. And so I still have some goals like that, obviously. And then in the future, I'd like to get back more to the training young horses. I enjoy that so much. And so when I'm ready to step away from the day in, day out hamster wheel of competition, I do want to get back to that. If I could spend a day in another cowgirl's boots, I think I would have to go back to the old, I don't even know how old we're talking, but, I think that women have been breaking into the rodeo industry with the men for a very long time in different ways. It's been different routes throughout the years, but I just remember reading about Mabel Strickland might have been the Cowgirl Hall of Fame or an article or something. And it talked about how she would rope with the men. There's a picture of her tied a steer down and she's raised up, but she's in a very girly pose. And they talked about how she was very stylish, but then would turn around and rope right with the guys. And I just always thought that was cool. That was always something that like I tried to do throughout my career, was embrace the feminine side of everything, but still be able to do the athletic part and try to mimic what the guys do in their roping. And so to know that she did that long ago, I think that'd be really cool. If you see some boots going with some smoke flying out of them, maybe some sparks, that's what it's going to be like all week. It's kind of crazy. I've tried to qualify in every event. So I'll be heading, heeling, and breakaway roping in the midst of that, trying to figure out how to get kids to school, pick kids up from school, entered other rodeos. So you're trying to make it all work, trying to get qualified for everything I can and be everywhere. So yeah, it's boots on fire. From such an early age, I think that my mom really taught me work ethic. And I think work ethic is so much to do with how far you go and how successful you become. She just never let me have a excuse for anything, never let me be a victim of any circumstance, and just really taught me the mentality that it takes to be successful. I love how much the Women's Rodeo World Championship truly embodies and celebrates the women in rodeo. They bring the biggest events in women's rodeo to one place. And it is just a really neat concept to be able to compete and nominate all year, come down. It's huge money. It's huge exposure. And they really, really celebrate how hard these girls work to be here. And it is showcased and it is about us. And to me, it's a huge celebration. And I love the competition of it, because if you walk away the champ next week, you've really done something.